Hi, second grade. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Great to hear that. Hope everyone's doing well today. Happy Tuesday. All right, let's get another math lesson going and continue with some measurements. But first, to our favorite game of the disappearing circles. All right. Today we're going to start with 9. I know, a little bit different today, but let's get going. And for our first disappearance, we have, from the middle. Looks like 1 disappeared. Now remember, we can write this as a subtraction sentence or subtraction problem. Say 9 minus 1, because 1 disappeared. How many do we have left? Great, we have 8 left. Perfect. So 9 minus 1 equals 8. Right, now we have 9. How many disappeared there? Great. So we say 9 minus how many? 3. Perfect. Equals how many are left? Nice. So 9 minus 3 equals 6. Good job. Good job. One more time. 9 minus 3 equals 6. Good work. Okay, we're going to start with 9 again. Ooh, how many disappeared this time? Good. Who can say the subtraction sentence? Yep, go ahead. Perfect. Great work. So 9 minus how many? 6. Yes, equals 3. All right, y'all are crushing it today. Awesome job. Okay, start with 9 and interesting shape here. Need someone else say the subtraction sentence? Yep, go. Some work. Right? 9 minus 2 equals, there's 7 left. So everyone, 9 minus 2 equals 7. Great. Nice. All right, nice and quick. Good job with those. Okay, we're going to do our, yes, number bonds again. Good job. So we're doing, starting with 7, it looks like. So 7 is 5, and how many more? Yeah, 2, right? You get 5 and 2. Now, do you remember we can make some addition and subtraction sentences with these? Shout out a subtraction or addition sentence you can say with this one. Okay, I'm hearing some good ones out there. Okay, so we can say, everyone, 5 plus 2 equals 7, or 7 minus 5 equals 2. Now, if we do the other way, we can do 2 plus 5 equals 7. And last one, 7 minus 2 equals 5, right? I know, we all did such a great job with these. Let's keep going. I'm noticing that some of you are talking about some other things, right? So let's make sure you're participating with me, with the whole class, focusing on these number bonds. Thank you, second grade. Okay, now we got a bigger one. Now, it looks kind of similar to the last one, right? Now, instead of 7, though, we're going to be doing 17. We're still taking away 5, but instead of just 2, since there's this extra 10 here, we're going to put an extra 10 right here. Because instead of 5 and 2, it's 5 and 12. I know, we're stepping up our game here, second grade, because y'all are doing it so well yesterday. Okay, so let's read these. Same exact deal. 5 plus 12 equals 17, or 17 minus 5 equals 12. Great. 12 plus 5 equals 17. Or 17 minus 12 equals 5. Good job. Loving the participation. Let's keep going. Okay, 18. Ooh, it's a big one, right? 18. I know that if this was just 8, this would be 5 and 3, right? Because 5 and 3 make 8. But since I have this extra 10 here now for 18, right, it becomes 13, right? Now that we have this 10. So it's 5 and 13. So we can say, this first one, 5 plus 13 equals 18, or 18 minus 5 equals 13. Now this one, 13 plus 5 equals 18, or 18 minus 13 equals 5. Good job on reading these with me, right? These are going to help us a lot this year. 19. Ooh. So I know that this 9 is 5 and 4. Now that I have this extra 10 in here, right? I know it's not just 4, but it's 14. Good work. So I can say 5 plus 14 equals 19. 19 minus 5 equals 14. 14 plus 5 equals 19. And one more, 19 minus 14 equals 5. Great work, second grade. Ooh, 20. 20 is a big one. 20 is like 10 2 times. I know that 10 is 5 and 5. So 20 is 15 and 5 is 20, right? But 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I say, and we all say 5 plus 15 equals 20. 20 minus 5 equals 15. Down here now, 15 plus 5 equals 20. And 20 minus 15 equals 5. Okay, good work. Now, yesterday we were working with rulers, right? I know we didn't use the word rulers, but when we were using our centimeter blocks, that's kind of what we're using. A ruler, R-U-L-E-R, ruler, is a tool that we can use to measure things. Maybe you've seen these before. Now, all three of these are rulers, but they're a little bit different. What do you notice? Feel free to shout them out. What do you notice about how these are different? And I see the color's different. So some of the sizes are a little bit different, it looks like. This one goes to 20. This one's to 30. This one, you can see that there's some bigger numbers, right? We're going to focus on these smaller ones today. These are called centimeters. These bigger ones are called inches. You might work on those later. Now, all these are rulers that we can use, right, to measure things. Perfect. All right, so let's get some more practice with our measuring. But before we do that, I want you to notice one small thing here with me. Okay, if we're looking at just at this blue ruler, notice, right, that this length, the distance between 0 and 1, is the same, right? It's always the same length between every number. The same size, right? Same space between every number. That's very important. If we go to here, between 23 and 24 is the same size as between 18 and 19. Same size between back here, right? Between 4 and 5. Very important that they're the same exact size. Same with here, right? Between 1 or 0 and 1, or between 5 and 6, between 10 and 11. They're the exact same size for the whole ruler. That's very important that they're the same exact thing. And if you look at your own ruler, you'll notice that it's the same space in between each of these, right? Between 0 and 1, or between 5 and 6, or from 9 and 10. They're the same, okay? So make sure that when you're using a ruler, you get something that has the same space in between every single line or number. Because if it's weird sizes all over, that's a problem, and you might have a bad ruler that someone sold you. Okay, then you need to go return that one, because that ruler is not going to be very helpful at all. Okay, but right now let's open up your workbooks to page 35. Page 35, and you should be greeted by a couple of our friends, Little Fishy and Little Turtly. And again, we're going to use our rulers to measure how long this fish is. And today it's been very helpful because there's these lines here to help us out. So just like yesterday, we're going to take our ruler, right? I know we had blocks yesterday, but today we have a ruler. And we're going to put the very end, this is the 0 right here, at this one black line. And we're going to see where the other line. Now, make sure that your ruler isn't like this or like this, that it's completely flat against the one line here. That's going to help you make the best measurements. And let's see where we end here. We can count again, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I see that there's a 5 here for us. You can say, start with 5 and say 5, 6, right? There might be some smaller numbers to help you out already. And now it's your turn, so take out your ruler. And let's measure the fish. See if you also see that it's 6. If you see that it's 6, you can write down 6 centimeters here for the fish. I'll give you another moment to do that. Good job. Now let's read the sentence. It says, the fish is 6 centimeters long. I know it says cm. This cm is a simple way of writing this longer word from yesterday, centimeter. So let's read it again. The fish is 6 centimeters long. Now, whenever you see cm, it stands for centimeter, okay? You're going to keep seeing this for a very long time. I still see this, and I'm way older than you, right? So one more time, the fish is 6 centimeters long. Now let's move on to our turtle. Again, there's these black lines. Let's line up your ruler. And I want you to measure this. How many centimeters is the turtle? Okay, go ahead and measure it. And then when you have your answer, you can write it down here, and then we'll check our work together. Make sure that your ruler is flat against this black line. Okay, so I can count all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or I can start at 5 and count 6, 7, 8, 9. Good, right? 9 centimeters. Now, if you had your ruler like this, you might see something different, but that's because we're not measuring straight. So make sure we're measuring straight. And I know these are a little fun, but make sure you're not bending them or ripping them, right? These are important tools for you to use. Make sure you're just paying attention to your own paper, right? Because I want you to practice measuring yours and not practice measuring your friend's turtles. Cool, good job. Okay, now number 3 and number 4. There's a pen and there's some scissors. Some of these are a little bit longer. Okay, so let's take some time. Let's do like 3 or 4 minutes here. I want you to carefully measure the pen and the scissors. Okay, and do this by yourself. If you're done, you can raise your hand for your teacher to check you off. Okay, let's check our work here. Measure this pen, again, flat on this one line all the way here. I can start at 0, or I can go all the way up to 15, right? And just one more than 15 gives us 16. Or I can start at 10 and count 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. But we can use these numbers to help us out, right? Makes our life a little bit easier. So the pen is 16 centimeters long. How about our scissors? A little bit longer. I can start at 15, count 16, 17, 18. You should have also gotten 18 centimeters here. All right. So I know you had some fun measuring some different objects yesterday, so I want to give us a little bit more practice with that. So why don't you turn back to page 33. Now it says that we're going to measure objects that are shorter than 10 centimeters. So on your ruler, you want to find some things in the room or in your desk that are 10 centimeters or shorter. So for example, this thing is too long because it's more than 10, right? So make sure you're finding things that are shorter than 10 centimeters and writing them down. So you can say, right, this is blank centimeters long. See if you can find 5 different things. You're going to have 10 centimeters or 10 minutes, not centimeters, 10 minutes to work on this. When you finish, I want you to raise your hand for your teacher to come check you off. Okay. And then you can maybe, if you're all finished, you can share with each other different things that you found, but make sure that you are not bumping into people. Make sure you're being nice and polite and taking turns measuring different things. Okay. So have fun little measuring, and then we'll do a little exit ticket. Okay. Have fun, second grade. All right. So now we should all be back in your seats. What are some things that you found? Cool. Erasers, nice crayons, stickers. Yeah, a lot of things, right? There's a lot of short things in our classroom. Great. Love to hear all that. Good job. Good job, second grade. All right. And thank you for being so polite and staying on task, staying focused, right? If you didn't finish finding 5 things, next time try to stay a little bit more focused on your task. I know these things are fun, but if we can't handle it, we'll have to stop doing these things, and that would make all of us sad. So make sure we're, staying focused on our work. Okay, now it's time for a little exit ticket. So I want you to turn to page 37. Now you'll notice that there's 4 different rulers. 4 very different rulers. Notice they have different kinds of lines, right? Now, there's one correct 10 centimeter ruler. Only one of them is correct for 10 centimeters. So you might want to count the lines and remember that the space between the lines have to be the same, right? If there's 10 lines, but they're different sizes, that's not going to be a very good 10 centimeter ruler. Okay. And then I want you to write why some are not 10 centimeters. So why why are some of these bad rulers? Okay, or you can explain why the one you circled is a good ruler. And again, this one, the one with the check mark, I want you to work by yourself. So it needs to be very quiet in the room so we can focus. If you get confused, you can raise your hand and ask the teacher a question. But otherwise, I want us to be quietly working on this. And please don't forget your name here. Okay. Good job. And then if you finish early, you can raise your hand and your teacher will have some different projects for you to work on IXL so you can get some more practice with your measurements. You did such a good job today, second grade, right? Keep it up. I know most of us are doing a great job staying quiet during the videos and listening and doing all our work. If you haven't been doing that, we got a couple more days this week to keep working on that. So keep up the good work or make some improvements there, right? And I'm hoping you're enjoying this measurement unit because I remember this is something I really loved when I was in second grade, a long time ago before I had this mustache. So great job today, second grade. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon and a nice prayer in the chapel later. And I look forward to seeing you in another video tomorrow. Bye, second grade.